A large double-winged door. It's no different from the others. It's locked.
Inspector, you have no reason to be here. This door is to remain closed.
Certainly, madam. Please forgive me. Why is she making such a big deal about this door? Victoria, would you please tell me what's behind the locked door?
Only an unused wing of the house.
Could I have a quick look in there?
No, unfortunately not. The wing is in danger of collapsing, and that's why it's closed off. For your own sake, keep well away from that wing.
Absolutely. I'll go and take a bit of a look around.
Of course.
What's behind the closed door over there?
There was a terrible fire here 24 years ago. Samuel's wife, Catherine, lost her life. That wing has been closed off since then. Too many memories, I think.
Did the fire start on the ground floor?
No, on the first floor. The ground floor was mostly spared, as far as I know. But even the rooms below those destroyed in the fire remain closed. Bates and Victoria make sure that no one goes into them.
I see. Was anyone else injured or killed?
One of the cooks was injured, as far as I know. She wanted to help and was badly burned.
I'm going to have another look around. Goodbye, Lady Eleanor.
It's nice to see another face in this house.
A few teaspoons. They're all well polished and lined up in a neat row. I'm just gonna take a spoon. A pair of old rubber boots. They're as clean as when they were made, though. Perhaps they belong to Lewis. An old wooden ladder. It seems to have been used a lot. The rungs are really worn and smooth. He doesn't like that at all. I gotta be careful. Ravens have got hard beaks that are sharp as knives. They can really make a mess of you. I've knotted the spoon to the thread. You're not gonna free that in a hurry. Let's try it. Look at this, a shiny spoon. An ancient well. I can't imagine that it's still in use. Even this place must have a normal water supply by now. Excellent. Angelina's mosaic piece. Piece of mosaic for a spoon. Good deal for me. And now the boots look like boots should. Dirty. Lewis toolbox. Various wrenches, a cloth, a hammer, pliers, all the things you need. Huh. I think I'll take the big hammer. I could also use it as a weapon if I need to, which might be the case in this place. Hey, Lewis.
You again? I thought you'd been thrown out.
Lady Victoria gave me permission to have a look around the castle and the gardens.
How nice of her. What do you want?
What can you tell me about the castle?
Nothing. A big, ugly building.
With an overgrown garden.
What have I got to do with that?
Aren't you the gardener?
My garden's a few 100 miles west of here.
In Wales.
That's right.
So you just do the bare minimum here, if at all.
The garden's too big for one man alone, and what's the point in looking after it? This whole place is doomed. The house is falling apart. The lady won't live for much longer, and Bates is as good as dead.
You're hoping that Lady Eleanor will return to Wales when Lady Victoria dies.
Perhaps.
That's a nice car.
Certainly is. The only decent surprise here. I discovered it behind the stables, built it back up from scratch. My father used to work on a car like this, and he taught me quite a bit.
Do you sometimes take it out for a spin? To the coast, for example?
I drive the ladies. They used to still have bloody horses in the stable, but looking after them was too much effort for the old folks. Now, this is the only pair of wheels. But the ladies don't leave the house much at all. Bates usually walks to the village. He says it's good for his health, but every time it takes a bit longer.
You weren't at the coast with the cars?
No.
What can you tell me about Lady Eleanor?
If you want to know something about Lady Eleanor, then you better ask Lady Eleanor. She's her own favorite subject.
You mean she's egotistical?
She threw everything away and fled here in a mad rush after Sir Richard died. Who does such a thing?
The castle and the garden in Wales reminded her of her dead husband.
And she should have thought of the family history. You don't just give up an house where generations have lived and worked.
How did her husband die?
He blew himself up, did all kinds of strange experiments. In the last years, he became obsessed with uncovering the secret of what drove Sir William and his sons insane. He hardly left his lab anymore, and collapsed in exhaustion more than once. Her ladyship was very worried.
Bates seems to be very tired.
He's terminally ill. The doctors say it's a miracle he's still alive. But let me tell you, Bates will kick the bucket on the very same day that Lady Victoria dies. Like a dog that follows its master. I think he just finds it unfitting to die before his mistress.
He says he's worked for the Gordons for more than 70 years and that he knows all their secrets.
I'd believe that at the drop of a hat. No one knows the castle and garden better than him. But when it gets to his own bunch, he's getting forgetful. The loyal soul. That's why they've given him Sally, I think.
Lady Eleanor said she gave you the option of going back home to Wales, and even offered some money to get you set up.
I don't know what that's got to do with you.
I just find it strange. You desperately want to go back, and are even offered some money, too.
And then? Work as a caretaker in a new bloody housing estate? I've offered more than once to look after the castle in Wales, and keep it in working order. But apparently there's not enough money for that.
So, it's not so much about going back to Wales. It's more about going back to your castle and your garden.
That's right.
What you really want is to turn back time. Unfortunately, that's never been possible. Well, see you later.
Not if I see you first.
A huge metal globe. A monstrous thing. There's some letters engraved in the stone plate on the globe's pedestal. There are names. A whole series of them. Wait a minute. The first name is Maximilian Mortimer Gordon. That's the name from Angelina's notes. Does that mean... Huh. I can't hear anything. But the stone slab could be the lid of a secret compartment in the globe's pedestal. And it would be an ideal hiding place for a piece of mosaic. Lady Victoria's on the phone. Let's see.
I don't know if it's him. Don't look at the photograph.
Young man. It's not befitting, even for a policeman, to eavesdrop behind closed doors.
I didn't mean to. Pardon me. Were they talking about me? But why should Lady Victoria, of all people, cooperate with the Order? She's got more of a reason than anyone else to want to put an end to the curse. Hello.
Oh, hello. A living soul, here?
My name is Falk, Inspector Falk. I'm a policeman.
A copper? How exciting. I'm Sally.
Do you know this woman?
Never seen her before. Looks a bit like a snob.
I don't suppose there are pictures of all the cooks who have worked here by any chance.
No idea. Must be ages ago, though, since there was an actual cook here. Ask Bates, he knows everything.
I'd prefer not to ask either him or Lady Victoria.
Then I don't know either.
You and Bates look after everything here?
Well, looking after. Bates does most of that. He lets me do all the dirty work, cleaning, cooking, and all that sort of thing.
Isn't that your job?
That's what he says all the time. But being honest, I'd expected something quite different, you know? I mean, a castle with such knobs living in it. You'd expect the odd soiree every now and again.
Or a cute prince?
Well, Charles is off the market now. But anyone under 80 would do this place a world of good. Sometimes it really does seem like a grave here.
Louis seems to take care of his car rather better than the garden.
That's for sure. Ever since I've been here, he's been doing something to it nearly every day. And when he's not fixing it, he's either polishing or driving around in it.
Has he driven it this morning?
This morning? Yeah, he did. I heard him starting it up. You can't help but hear that.
But you didn't see him?
I know exactly what that car sounds like. When he's working on it, he must start it something like 20 times a day.
But you weren't able to see whether or not Louis or somebody else was driving it?
Louis is the only one who drives that car.
Okay. What can you tell me about Louis?
A disgusting man. Ugh. I was hoping when I started he wouldn't be a snob like all the others are here. But he's just as boring and in a permanent bad mood. I never get more than 3 words out of him.
Do you know what's behind the locked door in the hall?
I've asked myself that question too. But you can't get a thing out of Bates about it. Once, he got me listening at the door. He gave me such a telling off, like nothing I'd ever known before. He was so mad, he nearly collapsed. He was coughing blood and I had to hold him up. I've been giving the door a wide berth since then.
I've got to find out what's behind that door. The rooms there would be an ideal hiding place for one of the mosaic tiles. Is Lady Victoria a good boss?
I don't know. Bates hardly lets me talk to her. When I first came here, I made her ladyship a few suggestions on how she might want to redecorate the castle a bit. Just get rid of a bit of the mustiness, you know? Since then, I always have to ask Bates if I want something from her ladyship.
What's wrong with Lady Eleanor?
What could be wrong with her? Snore. Sits around all day either knitting or reading.
Anything else?
She plays piano for Lady Victoria every now and again. In this house, that counts as having a wild party. You know, it's about time I got myself another position.
You want to leave?
Yeah, sooner rather than later. Maybe to a movie or a pop star's house. Somewhere where things are a bit lively at least.
Okay. I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Ah, don't worry about it.
An old, original English teapot. My mom used to have a similar one. Huh. I could ring for tea time. That would get the ladies out of the hall and leave me to have a good go at the stone slab by the globe.
Don't touch! Please excuse me, but this teapot is very old, and Bates has told me many times that I must look after it carefully. He's just popped down to the village to get some tea. We've run out.
There's no more tea? I didn't even think that would be possible in an English castle.
Bates said that the tea had gone bad. He got rid of it.
Huh. Or he needed an excuse to go to the village. Oh, what a mess. Good day, Sally.
Yes?
I noticed that the bathroom floor up there is extremely dirty.
What? Not again.
It looks like boot prints.
I've told Lewis a million times he shouldn't come through the house in his muddy boots. Damn it. I better clean that up before the old git notices it. Otherwise, he'll have me cleaning it again and again and again.
Sally is distracted. Time to secretly take the teapot to the library. And then I'll try to work out where I can get some tea at short notice. So, the teapot and service are already in place. Now we just need some tea. It'll be dangerous for me in the village. The Order will definitely be looking for me there. But it'd be a good opportunity to see if Bates is trying to alert the Order. I'm gonna have to go back to the village and get some tea. But before I enter the lion's den, I'm gonna take some precautions. It'd be best if I lure the entire Order in the hotel. Then I can walk around the village square in relative peace. Here's a phone. Then, let's do it. Murray? Hello. Darren Michaels here. Oh, I'll be leaving today. I'll be at the hotel in about half an hour. No, I just wanted to let you know so you can write the bill. Nothing to pay? Oh, right. I paid in advance. Never mind. Now you know. See you in half an hour, Murray. See you soon. Okay, so Murray knows. If I'm not completely mistaken, most of the Order will be waiting for me at the hotel in half an hour. To the village. Let's go. The Order's distracted and Bates is still in Willow Creek. Let's see what he's really up to. I thought so. I hardly believed he was shopping at the library. Damn it, Tom's here again. So Bates has got something to do with the order. I've got to get closer, but better around the outside.
Gopher.
But you are generously compensated.
Yeah. You know exactly how much I need this bloody compensation.
I will not tolerate that tone of voice. You know.
All right, man. I'll go and look for her.
Thank you very much.
Interesting. Locked. Damn. Where else can I get a key in this dump of a place? I have to get inside. I don't have time to wait until this evening. How fitting. Cracking Tom's door with his own tool. The same principle as in the hotel. Damn, the wire snapped. But I've achieved what I wanted to. There's the tea I need. Now, quickly back to the castle. I guess Bates isn't back yet. Everything's ready. Just need some hot water. I'll just let Sally know. Good day, Sally.
Yes?
Sally, Bates has asked me to tell you that you can announce tea time today. Now all we're missing is the hot water.
Oh, so I'm good enough for that now, am I?
He was rather exhausted after doing the shopping.
No wonder. I don't understand why he simply didn't tell Lewis to go.
I do. Insanity is hereditary. The apparition pointed to these tiles. It won't move at all. Whoa! There's a cavity behind it. A handwritten page from a book. It looks like it's from William Gordon's diary, with additions from his grandson, Samuel. As far as I know, they both fell from one of the castle towers. Now, did Samuel rip out the page and hide it first? But then, why? Huh. There are lots of little pyramids, or triangles scribbled on the page in a circle. 3 of them have been crossed out. Now, I've seen these triangles somewhere before. They seem to be the same pyramids that are in Samuel's diary. Let's see. You can push them in. Yes, finished. But nothing's happening. I knew it. A secret compartment. And inside there is... the second piece of mosaic.
What are you doing there, sir?
I was just looking at this space here. Unusual, isn't it?
Indeed it is. There was always a stone slab there before.
Perhaps someone removed it.
I will ask Sally about that.
That was close.
Lady Victoria, I've just returned from the village and I thought you might like to know.
Very good, Bates. Take a break for half an hour. No debate now.